Provincial Director of shortly after 5 months upon the assumption of office, the operational and administrative accomplishments of Bukidnon PPO under the command of Police Colonel Reynante Reyes were exceptionally high and notable. He established rapport with stakeholders and visionary leaders as part of the interventions in community relations and policing. Likewise, the crime prevention and solution strategies are promising and very effective. On crime situation updates for the period of October 2021 to February 2022 versus October 2022 to February 2023, for the current period in review, the total crime incidents reduced by 140 incidents or a decline of 17.54% as compared to the previous period. The index crime and non-index crimes decreased by 21.80% and 28.71%. Comparative index crime for the said period covered shows that it has a significant decrease by 46 or 21.8%, wherein its index crime covering the murder, homicide, physical injury, rape, robbery, and motor napping had a rapid decrease due to the massive police interventions and arrests. Despite the fact that the robbery and homicide incident had increased, the offenders on these incidents were arrested as their cases were likewise filed before the prosecutor's office or court of appropriate jurisdiction. This nature of incident was likewise considered as solved cases. Comparative non-index crime for the period covered, such as illegal possession of firearms, illegal gambling, illegal logging, Republic Act 9262, Republic Act 7610, malicious mischief, and other non-index crimes also decreased by 112 or 28.71%. The decrease of the mentioned crimes is due to the splendid efforts and intensified operations conducted by Bukidnon Police Provincial Office. To view, in relation to the total crime volume between the covered period, the PNP made a crime solution of 583 in the previous year as compared to 478 in the current year. It has an overall percentage of solved cases out of the total number of crime incidents for a given period of time. Thus, it turned out to have a high solution efficiency rating of 72.64% or 100% crime clearance efficiency in October 2022 to February 2023 as compared to 73.05% on October 2021 to February 2022. The significant decrease of crime volume for the month of October 2022 to February 2023 is the result of the religious exertion of efforts and implementation of Police Integrated Patrol System or PIPS. The following are the heinous and sensational crimes solved of PNP Bukidnon. The shooting incident transpired at Dulugon, Bukidnon, wherein one of the engineers of RFB Construction Corporation was killed. Murder case was immediately filed against the arrested suspect. The shooting incident transpired at Barangay Kapitan Bayong in Pasugong, Bukidnon, wherein a Korean national was brutally killed. After immediate conduct of hot pursuit operation, suspect was arrested and murder case was filed against him. Shooting and hacking incident transpired at Sitio Kiabacat, Barangay Sungko, Lantapan, Bukidnon, wherein 5 Lumads was violently killed due to land dispute. Personnel of Bukidnon, by command of Police Colonel Reyes, conducted in-depth investigation of the incident. Suspects were identified and multiple murder and double frustrated murder cases was filed against them. On robbery with homicide incident transpired at Purukuno, Kuya Maramag, Bukidnon, wherein a liaison officer of Cebuana Luilier was killed and robbed. PNP Bukidnon arrested the suspect and case was filed through inquest proceedings. Police Colonel Reyes continuously reminds the PNP personnel of Bukidnon to be persistent on conducting thorough investigations and file appropriate charges to the suspect so that justice will be served accordingly. On operational accomplishments, particularly in our campaign against illegal drugs, a total of 221 operations were conducted for the current period, which resulted in the arrest of 260 drug personalities and 3 drug personalities died during police operation, with seized drugs amounting to 1,826,102 pesos and 25 centavos, compared from the previous period with a total of 125 operations, which resulted to the arrest of 165 drug personalities with seized drugs amounting to 2,803,066 pesos and 88 centavos. Police Colonel Reyes, together with his men, have always been committed to continue the war on drugs with the framework of the law and with respect to human rights and focus on rehabilitation and socio-economic developments. On our campaign against loose firearms, for the present period, we have 100 159 operations conducted, 32 arrests, 1 died during police operations with a total of 185 firearms confiscated, surrendered, and recovered. As compared to the previous period, we have 43 operations conducted, 30 arrests, 10 died during police operations with a total of 109 firearms were confiscated, surrendered, and recovered. The result shows the unwavering implementation of PNP Bukidnon against loose firearms through checkpoints, LOI Bilang Buga, and LOI Kontra Buga, Plan Katok, o Plan Bakal Sita, police visibility patrols, and other law enforcement operations. The accomplishments on revitalized Katok, in which for the previous period we have successfully conducted 2,300 house visitations with a total of 161 firearms turned over in a safekeeping, and compared to the present period, we have successfully conducted 2,225 house visitation with a total of 77 firearms turned over for safekeeping. On campaign against motor napping, Bukidnon PPO intensifies the conduct of operation against motor napping that resulted to 9 operations conducted with a total of 10 persons involved in motor napping and successfully recovered 9 motorcycles. As compared to the present period, we have 2 operations conducted with a total of 1 person involved in motor napping and successfully recovered 2 motorcycles. The decrease of motor napping incident was due to the activation of Light Reaction Unit or Mobile Patrol Unit and the recent Motorcycle Anti-Street Crime Operative or MASCO, who are conducting mobile visibility patrolling o Plan Bakal Sita and arrest of any violators of the law at the area in the province of Bukidnon. On our campaign against most wanted persons, a total of 91 were arrested during the previous period compared to the current period, with a total of 173 most wanted persons were arrested. The significant increase of the person arrested were all because of the sincere dedication of PNP Bukidnon to fight against all forms of criminality within the province. On the campaign against other wanted persons, we have a total of 385 during the previous period compared to the current period, in which we have successfully arrested 460 other wanted persons. Apparently, an increase was also recorded. PNP Bukidnon have always been dedicated to work hard that made our community safer. During the conduct of National Simultaneous Anti-Criminality Law Enforcement Operation or SACLIO, there were 35 operations conducted in violation of Republic Act 9165 with a total confiscation of drug item of 69.02920 with a standard drug price worth 444,919 pesos. 1 operation was conducted for violation of Republic Act 10591 with a total number of 42 arrested persons and 4 firearms were confiscated. Likewise, there were 5 most wanted persons arrested in provincial level, 5 in city level, 13 in municipal level, and 36 other wanted persons. That week-long accomplishments were the product of the PNP Bukidnon's utmost commitment and diligence in our anti-criminality and anti-illegal drug campaign. For PNP Bukidnon are motivated to constantly persevere to synergize law enforcement operation against all forms of criminality in the province. With all the provincial headquarters personnel combined efforts down to police stations, the unit performance rating from October 2022 to January 2023, Bukidnon Provincial Office have always been consistent with first and second ranked in all Police Regional Office 10. This clearly indicates that Bukidnon PPO maintained to be a competent provincial office under the virtuous leadership of Police Colonel Reyes. Officially, Bukidnon PPO was given an award for the notable achievement, having ranked number 1 as unit with the most number of arrested most wanted persons and other wanted persons for the months of January to September 2022. The award was proudly received by Police Colonel Reyes at Police Regional Office 10 and was then followed by another award of recognition given by the provincial government of Bukidnon. The Bukidnon PPO, together with the 2 cities, 20 municipalities, 464 barangays, and 2 PMFCs launched the revitalized PNP Kasimbayanan or Kapulisan, Simbahan at Pamayanan program, which is a community mobilizing program primarily to strengthen the partnership among the PNP, general public, and religious sectors. The Bukidnon PPO have already conducted a total number of 8,710 barangay activities and participated by the community all over the province. Bukidnon Police Provincial Office also conducted a total number of 3,602 squad weekly interactive meeting or SWIM activities. It is a program wherein different church leaders provide counseling to police personnel to aid in the reformation, which aims to turn them into better servants and protectors of the community. Likewise, Bukidnon PPO conducted different outreach program with a total number of 958 activities, which provided services to the less fortunate individuals throughout the province. Police Colonel Reyes also facilitated the briefing and sent-off deployment of revitalized Police sa Barangay or RPSB cadres to the Barangay Development Program or BDP targeted areas for 1 year and 6 months mission in support to the implementation of National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict or NTF-LCOC programs in the province of Bukidnon in particular and in Region 10 in general. The Bukidnon PPO has been loyal and committed to its service and support to the PNP's plans and programs under the leadership of Police Colonel Reyes and conducted a lot of community relation activities. A total of 30,010 of barangay visitations have been conducted and 11,809 total of dialogue or pulong-pulong. By providing the community the services they needed, we gain support from them, and in that way, Bukidnon PNP can win the heart and mind of the community. A good deed is an action we take for the betterment of another person or society as a whole. And as public servants, PNP Bukidnon, led by the ever-generous and kind-hearted Provincial Director, Police Colonel Reyes, are at all times willing to offer a helping hand whenever it is needed. To name a few, the giving of bread on the street children and public community, and the healthy banana distribution along Sayre highways, for it is believed that no act of kindness, however small, is ever wasted. The following are the continued and intensified police visibility and presence, which are cost-effective crime prevention with positive feedback from the people. Police Colonel Reyes reactivated the Bukidnon Tactical Motorcycle Patrol Team or TMRU, Motorcycle Anti-Street Crime Operations or MASCO. With all his efforts, he recalled and repaired all the damaged PNP motorcycles from the police station in Bukidnon for it to be utilized fully as an addition to the serviceable mobility asset. By command of Police Colonel Reyes, he activated and deployed the mountain bike patrol in order to meet the requirements on investing in one's health and to serve the purpose as additional strategy to police visibility in all-in-one initiatives. Police Colonel Reyes also encouraged his men to enhance the commitment and participation involving physical health and wellness that aims to improve the physical, mental, and moral state of the Bukidnon PNP personnel. Police Colonel Reyes likewise created the Bukidnon Intelligence Unit Tracker Teams, for he desires to fast-track solution of cases and to help the courts do away with time-consuming proceedings which add up to the voluminous records of cold and unsolved cases, which will lead to the proper delivery of justice. These were all made possible while Police Colonel Reyes is the overall supervisor and security officer who is committed in delivering a responsible, reliable, and resilient action, which clearly proved his competence to sworn duties and contributes to the positive performance of the PNP organization and the law enforcement agencies of the government and as a whole. Having stated all of this, a lot of willpowers and determination have to be undertaken to produce competence and success. At the end of the day, Police Colonel Reynante Reyes is a God-fearing and a patriotic citizen of this country, a police officer and a public servant determined to pursue both his passion and calling, persistent in his shared commitment to public service, which is deeply rooted and inspired by the love of God, country, and people.